Hi everyone, Cheryl here. It's 9 o'clock at night on Tuesday, and I wanted to do a little video on something that's in my heart lately. Um, I want to get my feelings out, and maybe I thought maybe someone might need to hear this as well. So, if you watch my channel, you have noticed in the first 3 videos I talk about a friend of mine who has a baby girl and how this baby has heart problems. And well, that baby girl has since passed away. She was 23 days old, and when I found that out, I cried my heart out. And Kendra, the little girl I babysit, was sleeping in the next room, and I was trying to cry quietly, but when things like this happen, it's really, you tend to be mad at God, and I was very mad at God. I think he understands. I don't think he takes it personally, but I was kind of like, why God? Why my friend? She's a good woman. She believes in you. She loves you, and she loves her daughter. Why did you have to take her away from her? And at such a young age, 23 days, and it it's something that, I mean, she wasn't expected to live, so it wasn't, I mean, it was expected for her to die, but it was still a shock because we had so many people praying for her and praying for a miracle. And we know God can do miracles. He made the blind to see and lame to walk, so he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. So why couldn't he save this little girl? And I think it's, I don't know, I was quite mad at God about that. And I feel bad about that now. I know that God's not mad at me for being mad at him, but I do feel bad about it. And my friend is kind of dealing with it. She has another son as well, so she's trying to look after him as well. So, it's rough. I just talked to her today, and I wish I can go and give her a big hug, but she lives in Toronto, or in Ontario, so can't exactly do that. But so it got me thinking about my mom. My mom passed away 8 years ago. And thinking about my friend got me remembering things about my mom. And it's been close to 8.5 years. And I still, and I don't, I don't really want to admit this, but I still cry almost every night for her. I do. Um, it was extremely difficult for me to lose her. She was my best friend. She was my mom when I needed her to be. She was my disciplinarian when I needed her to be. And she was my best friend when I needed her to be. And she was not perfect. There are things she said and did that I don't agree with. But I'm just thinking about some of it. But she was honest, and she was loving, and she loved me, and she loved my brothers and my dad and my sister-in-laws and my nieces, and she loved this friend of mine that had the baby like a daughter, and so it all ties in. And I think when you grieve, I was talking to my mental health worker, Jason, and he was saying that people, I was asking him, I was like, why has it been 8 years? My dad has moved on with his life. My dad loved my mom very much, don't get me wrong, but he has since remarried and has gone on with his life. And I feel like I'm kind of stuck, you know. I still cry and I still think about her. And I asked Jason, I said, Jace, why is it taking me so long to get over her? And he kind of looked at me and he said, Cheryl, you'll never get over her. She was your mom. And he told me that people grieve in different ways. You know, my brother grieved for a very short time. My oldest brother, and that's fine. And I'm happy for him that he got to move on with his life. My other brother grieved for a couple years, and he still thinks about her, but he's not. He doesn't cry every night like me. And I kept thinking, am I crazy? You know, like why do I think about her? It's been 8 years. But I think everybody grieves at a certain stage at a certain time. And with things going on in my life lately, I tend to think about my mom a lot more. It bothers me to know that if I ever get married, my mom's not going to be there. She won't help me shop for dresses and stuff and be there at the wedding. It hurts to know that if I ever have a child or adopt a child, she'll never know, that child will never know my mom, and my mom will never know them. And I think about my friend and how she'll never see her daughter grow up. And that saddens me as well. Because my friend told me, she said, it must be so hard for you, Cheryl, because you had your mom for that long in your life. I was 31 when she died. And she says, you've had her for that long, and I only had my daughter for a short time, so it's not as hard. And I said, no, that's not true. Because you'll never get to have the memories that I have of my mom. You'll never have the memories of that with your daughter. And so anyways, I'm quite sad tonight thinking about it all. She died about 4 nights ago, but just talking to my friend tonight was the first time I talked to her since the baby died, and thinking about my mom, and I want you to know that if you have lost a child or someone you love, God knows what He's doing. It's hard to believe sometimes, and you want to know why God took that loved one away, but He's got a reason, and we don't know what that reason is, and we won't know until we get to heaven, and when we get to heaven, we won't care. So, God still loves you, He still loves me, He still loves my friend, and we'll get through this. So, feel free to comment about anything, what you think about grief, and yeah, so just pray for my friend, please. I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to intrude her privacy, but just pray for my friend in Ontario, and ask for peace for that friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I know it's not exactly a knitting and crocheting video, although I am knitting a scarf for my friend Ryan, but just love your loved ones, tell them you love them, because you never know when it's going to be a goodbye, when that person's gone. And I was lucky enough to have said goodbye to my mom, and I was able to tell her I loved her. And yeah. Okay, thank you. God bless you and all you do. Thanks for watching. Bye.